The Aladdin is one of the older properties on the Strip. It first opened its doors 37 years ago under a different name. Paula Francis of Channel 8 Eyewitness News has more on the Aladdin's history.
It was a novel concept in 1963, a resort along the Las Vegas Strip without gambling. But the tally-ho's days were numbered. In 1966, Milton Prell bought the hotel, renaming it the Aladdin and adding, you guessed it, a casino. It was, in fact, touted as the largest casino in Nevada at the time, complete with the most modern slots.
Like said, gonna set my soul on fire.
Owner Prell was good friends with Elvis Presley, so it was no surprise when the king chose the Aladdin as the site of his wedding to Priscilla in 1967.
Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas!
In the 1970s, continued growth along the Strip prompted the Aladdin to build a 20-story addition. On June 1st, 1976, the new Tower of Majesty opened. Stars on hand included David Soul, Jerry Vale, Tina Louise, and one person who's more famous now than he was then.
Hey, I really think it's quite a turnout. It's got a great Arabian Nights theme, and it's an enchanting place to be.
3 years later, suspicions of organized crime involvement in the Aladdin were confirmed with the conviction of 3 resort executives as fronts for the mob. The following year, with the property in turmoil, the Gaming Control Board ordered it shut down.
I feel terrible. I don't have a job now. You know, how am I going to pay my bills?
We're hoping it won't be closed that long. I don't believe they'll keep 3,000 people out of work that long.
That proved correct. It was crooner Wayne Newton who came to the rescue. Newton and business partner Ed Torres bought the resort for $85 million. 3 months later, the doors reopened, and it was the employees who were saying "Danke Shane," but more financial troubles lay ahead. The Aladdin filed for bankruptcy in 1984 and again in 1989. Current owner, Jack Summer, bought the ailing property in 1994. He paid $80 million, $5 million less than Wayne Newton and Ed Torres had paid 14 years earlier. By 1997, the Summer family had decided to close the place and rebuild from the ground up. The lights went out for the last time on November 25th. The following spring, explosives experts placed about 300 pounds of dynamite inside the closed hotel. April 27th was Demolition Day.
Oh, by the way, I get to push the button. How cool is that? I pushed the button tonight.
Joan London's finger triggered a series of explosions. Gary and I watched from just across Harmon Avenue.
Starting to see the word dust come through on the Aladdin sign.
There were prophetic words on the marquee that night more than 2 years ago. They read, "Out of the dust, Aladdin arises anew."